Okay. Okay, thank you, Sky, for starting the meeting. And first, thank you, our loyal members, whether you are junior or senior, and our very honorable guests and supporters from other clubs. Thank you for joining our meeting. And first, I would like to extend my touching feeling from the previous meeting, from the last meeting. I still feel very touched by the topic giver scan. And I want to say that every of you here in the room, you are a giver. You are giver. And because you are willing to contribute, spending your time, sharing your knowledge, your thoughts, and your feedback to every of us. And I hope that you do get something from the meeting. And to get, don't be shy to share, to give. Only when you give with the others have the chance to get. And only when the others give will you get. So that's all give, and then we can all get. Let's form a good cycle and a positive cycle. So that's what I want to use this giver scan to encourage all of you as in my opening. And as the president, let me do something first. Is to call the meeting to order. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. And in every meeting, we have a very important person to conduct the meeting, to help us host the meeting very smoothly. And this person is called TM, Toastmaster of the meeting. And tonight, our Toastmaster is, I think he is the, what we call the new, actually he's not new, the new good man, 新好男人. Oh, I think he is a very good gentleman and a very good husband. He is very kind and also not a good gentleman, a good husband, and also a good dad. He is a dad, a father of 2 kids. He's very nice, and he is very, he is also a very passionate learner and language user. And he's also a very, he has been a very involved SYTC member. And he traveled a lot. Well, he used to travel a lot, internet worldwide, but because of the pandemic, he can only stay in Taiwan. But I know that he went on, he has a lot of online meeting as well, and in his speech, he shared a lot of with us. So we really appreciate and feel very grateful to have these gentlemen with us in the club. Please join me in welcome our Toastmaster tonight, Ken Chen.
Okay, thanks for Chingy's introduction. Actually, I'm not a new good man, because you know currently it's very hard. If you want to be a good father, want to be a good husband, you also want to be a good son and good co-worker. It's really hard to handle all these roles. So I'm not good. So I'm not good as Chingy says. But anyway, my name is Ken. I'm a member of SYTC Club. It's really a great honor for me to be a Toastmaster today. Okay, so for a Toastmasters, I think the duty for me is to host and conduct the meeting smoothly. And my duties also need to introduce every session master to let everybody knows their main duties in each section. So because today we have I think we have some guests to join the meeting. So I would like to quickly introduce what is the Toastmaster meetings. Actually, we are divided into 4 parts. Okay, 4 parts. The first part is a variety session. So in the variety session, we will play a game or play some activity. to warm up the atmosphere of the meeting. So just like you do before you do the exercise, you will do a warm up and warm up session to stretch your muscle, something like that. Okay, the second part is a prepared speech session. So this part we will assign some speaker to give the speech. So in this, what they was speak is according to their pathway learning project. So in this part, you can learn lots of new knowledge and the speaking skill, public speaking skills. And the third part is the table topic session. So this session will accept the table topic masters. You don't know the question. You don't know the question. You have to answer it. Maybe it's in a few seconds. So this session is train your quick response. Okay, the fourth session, I think probably is the most important part, is the evaluation session. So when we deliver a speech, if we want to improve in the next time, maybe you need someone to give you some feedback, give you some response. So we will use this suggestion to improve in the next time. So generally in the Toastmaster meeting, we have these 4 parts. Okay. So thanks again for all of your attending. And okay. So in order to run the meeting smoothly, I think I need some helper. Okay, so today we have 3 helpers to help us to keep the good quality of the meeting. The first helper is the timer. The timer, the duty is very simple. He has to keep the good time controls during the agendas. So today's timer, I think he's also a new member, quite new member in SYTC club. Right now he has retired, but he has strong motivation of learning English. So he joined our regular meeting every time. Okay, so I'd like to so everybody please help me to welcome today's timer, Stephen Huang, to introduce his duty. Let's welcome Stephen.
Good evening, dear fellow members and welcome guests. I am pleased to be the timer of tonight's meeting. The timing rules are as follows. I have 3 color paper: green color, yellow color, and red color. Okay, if you are a speaker, please pay attention to my color paper. When you see the green color, you have reached the minimum time requirement. And when you see the yellow color, if for the prepared speech speaker, you have 1 minute left. For the table topic speaker, you have 30 seconds left. For the evaluator, you have the 30 seconds left. When you see the red color, the time is up. The speakers have the 30-second leeway. Back to the Toastmaster.
Okay, thanks for Stephen's very clear details to explain the timing rules. Next, second helper is the R counter. Why do we need this role? Because sometimes when you are nervous, or when you are doing the public speaking in the first time, sometimes you will pronounce some word which is meaningless. So in order to have a better speaking quality, we will assign the counter to help you to pick up this error, and we can improve in the next time. So today's counter he's also the member of the SYTC club. He's very experienced member, and he always shares lots of knowledge about the health and about the histories in Thailand. So we really like his speech. Okay, so everybody please help me to welcome today's accountant, Patrick Zhang. Let's welcome Patrick.
Good evening, everyone. I'm today's meeting's accountant, Patrick. I will listen carefully when you deliver your speech, and I will count down when you deliver your speech. You have an unsatisfied sound or repeat sound like R, O, N, and then I will count down, and I will write down and show you at the meeting at the end of meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster.
Thanks for Patrick's explanations. Okay, so the third helper is grammarians. Sometimes we will say in the conversation, the grammar correction is not important. Actually, it is also important, because I think if you use the correct grammars in the conversation, it's more beneficial for the audience to understand what you want to express. So grammar usage is also very important, I think. And today we were it's our honor to have the grammarians, Glenn from the Sanhua's Club. I think Glenn is the most professional grammarian I have ever seen before. So if you don't believe it, in the end of the grammarian report, you can learn a lot. Believe me. Okay, so let's just welcome today's grammarian, Glenn Maxwell. Let's welcome Glenn.
Okay, thank you, Ken. I was told that I have a little bit of time to go over some things. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen then. So I'm going to do the same thing that I'm doing at Shanhua, and I'm going over the top 10 mistakes that I hear most people say. And I'm going to go over them right now at the beginning of the meeting, and then at the end of the meeting, we're going to see how well you did in remembering what I said. So the first thing is a pronunciation error that I sometimes hear, which is replacing the L sound, L, with the R sound, R. Already this meeting started and I heard somebody say please instead of please. So please keep that in mind. Let's see. Proper format for variations of the same word. Here's another one from just right now. We have attendance, which is a noun, versus attending, which is a present progressive verb. So you're attending, 别说, do not say you're attending, say your attendance. Thank you for your attendance. Let's see, singular versus plural agreement. Haven't heard too much of that yet, but please make sure that if you are using a singular or a plural verb or noun, make sure that it agrees with the article, such as a, the, or some. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you will by the end of the meeting. Say plurals, make sure that you're using the correct version of a plural. Don't say women's or men's. It's women, men versus woman, man. Let's see, possessive pronoun genders, he, she, his, her, him, her. I know this can be difficult because in Chinese we say ta, 他是什么什么什么什么, but in English, he 是男的, she 是女的. Please don't mix it up. Prepositions, in, at, on, by, for, with. I know that these are pretty difficult. There's really no secret to them. You just kind of have to learn them. Right, this moment I heard somebody say every of you. Please say all of you or every one of you. I think that you were trying to say every one of you, which is good. Let's see. The present tense versus the present progressive. So the present tense would be I drive. The present progressive is I am driving. So the real deal breaker is knowing which one to put ing at the end. So the present means in general, this is what I do. I drive in general. I am driving is 我现在在开车. I am like right now. 现在. So let's make sure that we separate those. Also, please make sure that when you are using the present tense, do not forget to put S at the end of a word when saying he, she, or it. For example, he swims, she eats, it smells. So this is for the third person singular. The past tense, there are a lot of these. I haven't heard anybody say any of them wrong yet, but I always do hear at least 5 or 6. So the past tense like get, I hear people mixing up get and got a lot. So get is in the present, got is in the past. Negatives. Okay, when to say to be and to do. So there is a lot of confusion as to when to say am not, are not, is not, was not, were not versus do not, does not, did not. On another day, I will explain more in detail what the differences between those are. Usually to do is used when putting things in the present tense, unless you are using verbs like can, would, should. And then to be, am not, are not is when you are using like saying 不是, the present tense as well as the present progressive tense. So you can say I am not driving. But when it's in the present tense, you would say, I do not drive. I'll make a note of that later. And questions, make sure that when we are asking a question word, the question word is almost always the first word in English. For example, if I want to say 你是谁 in Chinese, that you would not say you are who. It is who are you. The question word is always the first word in the sentence, almost always. Okay, thank you. I'll take it back to the Toastmasters. I'll be paying attention throughout the meeting. We'll see how well you guys do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for Glenn to point out the top 10 errors. It's easy for us to use it in the speaking. Okay, so we will move into the first part of the meeting. That is a variety session. Okay, so today our variety session master, I think she is from the SYTC club in Tainan, but she's every time in our regular meeting, if she has a free time, she will come to join our meeting and give us a lot of support. And everybody knows she's a very passionate people. She like to join lots of activities. Okay, so everyone, please let's help me to welcome our today's session master, Sophia, to bring this interesting session. Let's welcome Sophia.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Ken Chen. I have to share my screen now. And before I share my screen, I like to note, sorry, I'm not very well tonight. I have to tell you the rules of the variety session. First, I will show a picture. Then everyone raises your hands up through the Zoom apps. And then Ken Chen, please,
yes.
Please call the name of the members who has raised his hand.
No problem.
Is it clear? Okay, so now I'd like to share my screen. Just a moment. The picture is is a artist or a musician who knows him? Please raise your hands. Did you see the picture?
I know.
Okay, raise the hand yet.
Dinger.
Dinger is first. Go ahead.
I think it's Beethoven.
Oh my God, only 3 seconds. You are wonderful.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
I
That's-
recognize the hairstyle.
Okay, you mean
hair.
the top of the hair. Okay. Can you sing, just a moment. Can you sing?
Da la da la da la da la da.
Okay, great. The very famous melody of the musician.
Track.
Yeah.
Fur
Okay.
Elise. Yes, Fur Elise.
Okay.
Alice.
For the Alice, right? Alice.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Next
Welcome.
question. Everyone, hands down. Next question. Ready?
Yes.
Hey?
Who is he? Who is he?
Chinchi.
Yeah.
Hayton. Am I right?
No, not Hatton, not Hatton.
Hayden.
Okay.
Hayden.
Hayton.
No, not H, not H, but B.
Dino.
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 I have no idea. Sorry.
B. Beethoven.
Beethoven.
Benson.
Miranda. Miranda.
No, B.
孟德尔颂。
No.
Bach.
Yes, Bach. Bach. Yeah. Bach. Okay. Next one. It's very difficult. I think he looks like Glenn.
I disagree.
Okay. He's
Right.
too old. He's too old.
柴可夫斯基。
Yes. Joe. Peter. Blah blah blah. 柴可夫斯基。
Tchaikovsky, right?
Yeah.
Tchaikovsky.
Yes. Who is he?
Do you
Raise
have
your
that?
hand.
Raise your hand.
Mozart.
Who answers that?
No,
Finger answer it. Mozart.
Everyone should raise
Grace answer it. Mozart.
Okay. Should raise hands before then answer the question. Okay. Next. Wow, it's difficult. It's a pianist from Europe.
I know.
Okay, who?
I know.
Okay.
Xiaobang.
Wow.
No. L.
Hello.
L.
Dinger.
那个法国钢琴王子吗
Yes.
？The Pianist 的那个最有名的那个什么婚礼的梦幻的婚礼啊？理查克莱德蒙。对
No,
啦
no, not 理查克莱德蒙。
不是吗？
李斯
李斯特
斯
吗？
List. Right.
李斯特。
Okay. The last one.
Lester.
The sixth.
哦，
第六位
这个也长得很像哦。嗯，德国的。
From
Okay.
German.
It's not easy, right?
Which letter first? Comes first.
Civil.
布拉姆斯 Brahms.
Yes.
Oh,
Sylvia, you are so professional. Okay. Oh, let's review all the musicians again. Mozart,
Mozart.
Pete, 这个好难念哦，才可
中文是什么？
才可夫斯基啊。
他是俄
Czechoslovakia
，Astrovsky 是俄国人。
俄国人，
Yeah,
德国人，
俄国人，
俄国人
Russia.
Russian
Russian.
Czechoslovakia
Yeah, and Liszt, right? And Bach,
Bach
and
Yeah.
Brahms. Okay, I have 2 more minutes. 来
You
Next,
have,
I like to ask
Brahms.
you to guess what the painting is. Dinger, don't answer that.
I know this.
Okay, great. Glenn, say it.
是耶稣基督 Jesus Christ.
Yes. 基督受难, right? How to
Mhm.
say that in English?
Jesus on the cross.
Jesus
Okay.
on the cross.
Yeah, 十字
Yes,
十字是 cross.
Yeah, cross. Thank you. And next, please answer that and raise your hands before you answer that. What is the painting? There is a hint. The bottom of the picture is a goddess in
Venus?
ancient. Yes, Venus. So what is she doing in the painting?
in a bag.
What? Who said that?
Coco,
Coco, what? Say again.
she's taking a shower.
Yes, right. You are correct. And some thieves stole her clothes, I guess. Some thief, right? Stole her clothes.
So
Okay.
what is the title of this painting?
I don't know.
Okay. 维纳斯
Venus
的
of-
Susie or La Toilette Venus.
La toilette de Venus.
Yeah,
Toilet is a
toilet.
toilet.
Toilette, it's French.
Okay.
So la toilette, that means the bathing of Venus.
Oh, really? Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
We learned a lot
Yeah.
from you.
I also speak French. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wonderful. Next time we will learn French from you too. Okay, next one.
okay.
Who raised your hands? It's very easy.
蒙
Sylvie,
娜丽莎的微笑，蒙娜丽莎的微笑。
Mona Lisa
Okay.
smile.
Okay, how to say that in French?
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, that's all. My time is up. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster.
thank you for Sophia to bring such interesting games. Yeah, we learn a lot from the musician's face. Yeah, actually, my son is only 2 years old. His favorite musician is Mozart, because nowadays we have such the music story books for children. You can play each button for different songs. So for my son, just share with you, his favorite musician is Mozart. Yeah. Okay. So we will move into the second part of the meeting. That is the manual speech session. So today we have the 3 speakers to have the 3 prepared speech. The first speakers, the topic of speech. Sorry, the speech title is a magic triangle. Speak 1. So I would like to introduce our today's first speaker. He's a new members in SYTC club. Before she has experience to travel in Australia, I think, and he is also a very professional cookers in his job. So yeah, as we can see during the times he joined the Toastmaster Club, she tried very hard to learn everything. So it's very good. So let's welcome to today's first speaker, Sky Zheng. Let's welcome Sky.
Okay. Hi everyone. I feel very thankful to have this opportunity to give a speech. I want to share with you about a magic triangle. Why this triangle is so important? It is because this triangle is related to everyone's life. We call it the element of understanding. In our daily life, we often encounter situations such as wanting to understand each other, but ending with misunderstanding. Sometimes the misunderstanding may worsen the relationship. When a misunderstanding happens at the workplace, it may result in your difficulty of getting along with your coworkers. When a misunderstanding happens in the family, it may result in disharmony among the family members. We all need to work with people, and we may meet someone we are not familiar with. To understand people sounds easy, but sometimes it's hard. However, the magical triangle can help us to understand others and build stronger interpersonal relationship. The triangle is also called ARC triangle. There are 3 corners of the triangle. The first corner is called affinity. The word affinity is here used to mean love, liking, or any other emotion, attitude. When the affinity is higher, we are willing to share the same space together with others and feel happy. But when the affinity drops, we will feel annoying and unhappy. The second corner is reality, which can be defined as that which appears to be. Reality can also be defined as agreement. What we agreed to be real is real. So getting along with someone who has same consensus with you makes you happier because you understand each other better and can communication with each other easier. The third corner is communication. It is defined as the interchange of ideas or objects between 2 people. In human relationship, this corner is more important than the other 2 corners of the triangle. Without communication, we are unable to understand what others have in mind, and it is more likely to we may misunderstand others, and the conflicts may happen. Resolving conflicts requires effective communication. I would like to share my personal experience. 10 years ago, I was invited to America to receive training. At that time, I had just a little knowledge of English. When I arrived at the custom of the US, the officer asked me a few questions. I had no idea what he talked about, and I couldn't answer him. He get angry at me, but I didn't get scared. Instead, I just smiled and showed him whatever document I had. After he reviewed my documents, he smiled back. returned my documents, and let me pass. In this experience, I used the triangle. When I smiled, I showed my affinity. When I show my documents, this was communication. My documents help the officer of the custom understand my purpose of visiting the country. I built reality with him. This triangle is very helpful skill. If you want to know more about it, you can come to me. Thank you for your listening.
Okay, thanks for Sky's speech. Thank you for you introduce the concept of a magic triangle. I think I should learn this magic triangle from you because I need communicate with my wife. Sometimes we will have very diverse opinions on something, so we need to communicate. Yeah, the magic triangle. Okay, so the second speaker, she will deliver the speech. The topic is making friends with stress, and I think this time is her third speech, and the objective of the project this time is evaluation and feedbacks, and that is the second speech. And today's second speaker, she is also the new member in SYTC club. But I think just like Sky, she learned a lot, and she tried to attend every activity in Toastmaster. So we look forward her performance in the future. Okay, so everyone, let's welcome today's second speaker, Candice Lin. Let's welcome Candice.
Hello, everyone. Can anyone hear me? Okay, I'm Candice. My speech is making friends with stress. Stress has always been treated by the public as the enemy of health. Stress makes you sick. It increases the risk of getting disease, from the common cold to the disease related to heart. But studies have shown that only when you see stress as a bad thing can stress be harmful to you. Research suggests we treat stress with a calm mind and treat our body change in response to stress, as if our body is helping us to accept the challenge. If we can treat stress in this way, it will not affect our body function at all. More, it can also motivate us to seek external social support and solve problems. Therefore, science tells us that when you change your viewpoint of stress, you can change your body response to stress. To make stress your friend, there are 3 things you should know. First, change your belief. The people who believe stress can kill die, and at a much higher rate, the people who are under more stress but don't believe or know about its negative effect are actually healthier and can live long, happy lives. Second, stress help social connection. Studies show that the stress response itself does not cause dangerous vasoconstriction. Moreover, it allows for and increases the release of oxytocin. When you physical stress response release oxytocin, it will motivate you to look for support and push you to tell others your feelings instead of holding it inside your body. When you are under pressure, your stress response hope you can be surrounded by those who care about you. Third, show you care. A research followed about 1,000 adults in the US and watched how they described their level of stress and whether or not they spend time helping people, whether it be friends, family, or community members. It also tracked the death record of the people in the study. The results are super cool. For every major stress for life experience, like financial difficulty or family crisis, they increase the risk of dying by 30%. But that wasn't true for everyone. People who spend time caring for others actually show no stress-related increases in dying. Your care created resilience. So we see once again that the harmful effects of stress on your health can be avoided. So stress is just a dessert if you can reverse. Let's start to become friends of stress. May you enjoy your life. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thanks for Candice to bring us this speech about what is a relationship between making friends and the stress. Yes, right. Sometimes stress, most of the time we don't like the stress, but sometimes stress can help us to finish a lot of things. Okay, so we were going to have our third speakers. The speech title of the third speech is giving and receiving. Our today's third speaker, she's our ex-president, and you can see this time is for her it's very quick to move to the pathway level 5. So I would say she's very productive speakers in SYTC club, and she's also a pharmacist. So during the COVID-19 pandemic, if you have any question related to how to protect from the virus, you can ask for her opinions. Okay, so the objective of her project is leading in your volunteers organization. So everyone, let's welcome today's third speaker, Sinny, Chuang. Let's welcome Sinny.
6 years ago, I worked in a hospital. It was my first job after I graduated from the university. In the hospital, I had a colleague. She was about 55 years old. She worked in that hospital for more than 10 years. She always complained about the job. She complained about how low the salary was and how busy the work was. She said she wanted to quit the job and work in other places. However, she was still there after many years. In the meantime, there were several volunteers who worked with us. I was impressed with one of them. He is a retired teacher. He came to our pharmacy once a week. He always had a big smile on his face and said hi to everyone. He was energetic and willing to help everyone. When I worked with him, I felt the positive energy around us and I felt happy. However, when I work with my colleague, her negative thoughts and complaints annoyed me. At that time, I was confused about why the volunteer was so positive without any payment. However, my colleague, she got paid, but still felt unsatisfied. Why? I was young at that time, so I didn't get it. After 6 years, I'm a Toastmasters member now. Last year, I was the president of SYTC. In the beginning, I had doubts about my ability to perform well. I was a new member. I had no idea what I was supposed to do as president. Luckily, I had a team. All the officers were willing to help me and encourage me. The members in Toastmasters were the most energetic and positive people I had ever met. They gave me their experience and set a good example for me. I received a lot of help from them. When I was nominated to the position of president, I learned to be a giver. I tried to help the new members and show my concern for them. I also tried to communicate with all the officers and build a strong team. I was not an experienced leader in Toastmasters, and there was still a lot of room for the improvement. If I have a chance to lead the team again, I will need to make an annual plan and carry it out. I need to learn how to manage my time and make priorities. Over the last year, I learned more than I expected. Now, I realize the members in Toastmasters are like the volunteer I met in hospital. They have a lot in common. They are passionate about their work. Even though they are outstanding people, they stay humble. When someone asks them for help, they never say no. They are willing to help others. I find a secret that the more they give, the more happier they become. It is more blessed to give than to receive. In the past, I was always the recipient of favors. Now, in the present, I wish to give more than I receive. I learned this valuable lesson during the year that I was the president of SYTC. If we want to become a better leader, to give. If we want to have a stronger and more meaningful relationship, to give. If we want to have a life of significance and fulfillment, to give. if we want to live happier, to give. Let's give, and give some more. The more we give, the more we receive. Back to Toastmasters.
Okay, thanks for Sinny's very wonderful presentation. You can see her gesture is very natural. And I think I will nominate Sinny as the president in the next term. I will make you a dream come true.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, we finished the manual speech session. I think everybody enjoyed these three speech. Okay, so I think it's we still have a little time, but I think right now we can move into the next stage, next part earlier. So I think the next part is that's the president to introduce the guest and for the officer reports. So I will return the control to our president, Chinchi. So
thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ken, for your very wonderful host in the first session, and I feel very touched to listen to the three speeches, and know that the first two are very young members, and probably that they are their English proficiency is not very good yet, but I can see that they try their best to deliver, to present the speech, and I feel very touched. And Sinny's speech also touched me a lot. I really enjoy all your speeches, and I feel very touched by your performance. Thank you for your sharing and giving. And before I introduce our guest, and I would like to give the officer report, and our guest, please prepare later. I will invite you to introduce yourself. Okay, so for officer report first is that in the officer training last Saturday, all of our 7 officers attended the training. We got a perfect attendance. So we got an award, all of us. Every one of us will receive a gift. When I got a gift from the district, I will distribute to you. And second is that at the end of this meeting, we're gonna have a lottery drawing game. So please remember in the chat room there is an online check-in. Let me share the link again. Hold on. So please remember to check in. There is a form, it's a Google form that you have to fill in. So please fill it in so that your name will be on the drawing list. Okay, remember. The link is in the chat room. Okay, and third is that for our guests, we're gonna after the meeting, we'll give you a survey. So you will please help us to fill the survey. Your opinions and feedback are very welcome. We'd like to know how we can make improvements. Okay, and fourth is that I would suggest that our members please try to arrange your speeches in advance, and please keep touch. Please keep good touch with our VPE and let her know that our VP Sinny is our VP. Let her know when you would like to deliver a speech. And if you have any idea about the speech, just write it down. I think it's very important to have a notebook. Okay, so you can write whenever you have the idea, write it down. Otherwise, you will forget it. Believe me. Okay, and see, I forgot what I'm gonna say. I think that's what I'm gonna give reports so far. So for our officers, do you have anything you would like to? Do you have anything you would like to remind our members or our audience? Any officers? Well, if you have, you can put in the chat box or at the end of the meeting. Okay. So that's all my officer reports. If I miss everything, I will remind you later. Okay, and we have and right now I would like to invite our guest to introduce himself. And I'm glad that we have many guests here tonight from other clubs or a new guest. So I would like to start with the new guest, the first time comer, and I see the first one, Eva Fu Yang. Would you please unmute yourself and turn on your camera? Fu Yang. Eva, are you here? Are you still in the meeting? Okay, well, it seems that he's leaving the meeting. So I will get back to her if she appears. And we have a surprising guest. Actually, he used to be our member, and I'm glad that he attend our meeting. And I know he currently is in United States, but he just got in. So Hansel, I'll give you some time, and I will get back to you later. Okay, so later you will introduce yourself. I will invite others first. And we have a guest from Jeffrey. Jeffrey, is this your, hi, Jeffrey. Please unmute yourself and introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jeffrey.
Yes.
It's my second time to this meeting.
Oh, okay. Welcome, welcome.
Yes.
And can you introduce yourself again? Where are you from? Are you a Toastmaster member yet?
I am a member from We Rock. It's a Taipei club.
Okay, welcome.
And I really love this vibe of the meeting. It's a place I could learn public speaking very, don't have much stress, and also could learn something new, especially someone know lots of the music things. It's very special for me. I really love it here. Thank you.
Thank you for your feedback. So if you have more to share later in the table topic, you are welcome to raise your hand and answer the questions. We'd love to hear more from you. Okay, and we have a guest, Miranda from Fu House, and this is also her first time here, right, Miranda?
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be here. Since I work in Yunlin now, and I cannot go to Toastmaster Club before, and thanks for the online Zoom equipment that I can join English Toastmaster online. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. And we also have the first time comer, Share from TNTC. Share is a very senior member. Hi, please unmute yourself and say hello to everyone.
Can you hear me?
Yes, and maybe you can speak louder.
Okay, I'm very glad to attend your meeting. I'm also very glad to see senior member of TNTC, David Trey. Yeah, this is my first time to join your meeting now. I'm very glad to see some of the members. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Share. Thank you. It's very nice to see you in the meeting. And also Sylvia from Charming.
Hi, good evening. Sorry
Hi,
for the noise. And
oh no,
I'm a little bit
anything.
distracted. I'm happy to attend your meeting because singing is far away from Tainan. Usually, it's impossible for me to join your meeting. Okay, now today I can see you guys online. That's great.
Thank you, Sylvia. And Charming has a meeting on Tuesday afternoon, right? Yeah, so
Yes.
during the daytime, if you have time, you are welcome to join them. They also have a very good quality meeting. And I see a surprising guest, Dr. Kang from Sanhua. Hi.
Hi,
Dr.
everyone.
Kang.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Today I'm very happy to join the singing Toastmaster. Today's speaker is very impressive. I learned lots of things. Happy to meet you. I try to join again. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Tang. You are attending, you are attending, and along with other foreigners, make our meeting an international one as well. Thank you for attending. And Coco, would you still want to say something?
I'm an old friend here.
Yes.
Thank you for the time for our precious guest from far away.
Thank you for joining our meeting. Okay, and we have a lot of supporters from Sanhua, Grace and Glenn, and Dr. Kang is also a Sanhua member, so thank you. And Teresa Lu, the president, the current president of Teresa Lu, is she here? Because
Teresa Lu is still here too.
Oh yeah, okay. So on my screen, she is next to you. But I guess she is away from computer. So maybe later I will invite her to say something. So Hansel, we have a surprising guest from United States. I'm glad that you make it. It's early morning there, right? Your place. Hansel, please say something with us.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. This is really exciting for me. I miss all my friends from Taiwan a lot. I still keep in touch a little bit through Facebook. And I see David and Camilla and Gina, right? Gina, ooh, I remember you a long time ago. And Coco, right? It's it's very, and of course Chinchi, and I remember Susan. Susan, I don't remember. She's not here.
Susan is not in the meeting. I'll try to get her back.
Okay. It looks like you have a lot of members. I don't remember so many members. That was let's see, maybe 10 years. It must be 10 years ago that
right.
I was in Taiwan. Let's see, I left in 2012, so I guess 9 years. And I was a member of the singing club, and I taught at Shoufu Daxue, and I taught English there. And we started a Toastmasters club in the school with the help of Chinchi and David and Susan and who else helped with that? There were a couple. Mickey Chuang. That's
Mickey
right.
was the president at the time.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, boy, he doesn't look like he's here today either. But I think about all of you quite a bit, and I appreciated the help that the time that you committed to helping to establish the Mado Toastmasters. Mado is where I lived when I was in Taiwan. So I spent a lot of time in Shanghai. I heard a lot of you mention you're from Shanghai, right? That's right. That's right. I spent a lot of time. Really beautiful place. Lots of fruit trees. We would pick guava and mango in people's on people's farms there. And it's. And then I started to have children. I have three little children. They were all born in Taiwan. And we just decided it was time to come back to America, and so we did. And now I live in Milwaukee, which is in Wisconsin, not far away from Chicago. So that, and let's see, my daughter, I have two daughters and then a little boy, a son. And my two daughters have been back to Taiwan already. My oldest daughter, she just got back from Taiwan less than a month ago, only 3 or 4 weeks ago. She came back. She was they went back to study because we wanted them to maintain the their language and culture.
Wow.
And Leia, my oldest daughter, was just supposed to be there for a year, but then we had a very serious problem with the coronavirus here. And so all the borders were closed, and so she couldn't come back. So she stayed for a second year in Taiwan. So she was gone for 2 years and then just came back. And now our situation is better. And I understand Taiwan has similar problems that we had before. And so that's why you're having these meetings online. But as you can see, there's a lot of interesting things that happen. I mean, there's a lot of disadvantages to having this type of problem, but then people become creative and try to create ways to reconnect with people, and out of these creative ideas come new ideas that where people realize we should have been doing this all along. Maybe not online Zoom meetings, but there's a lot of other things that good ideas that come out of being forced into a situation like this.
Yeah, so we should thank to the pandemic so that we can have a meeting with you across the Pacific Ocean.
That's right. Yeah, this is very. I must look a lot older than people remember me back then, but it's really great to see. Chinchi, most of you don't look any older at all. None of you aged.
Well, because we joined Toastmaster and we keep improving ourselves, and we stay a young mind. And what you don't know is that Hansel is a professional pianist. He play wonderful music, and I know that on your right now you also have online concerts, and so maybe you can add Hansel as your FB friend. Sometimes he will share his musical concerts. You're right, very beautiful music. Yeah, I enjoy music.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and also that what you don't know is that Shofu, we used to have a Shofu Toastmaster club. It's Shofu or Mado Toastmaster club, and the club actually becomes Fucheng. Fucheng.
Wow.
Fucheng actually come from Mado. So, Hansel, Mado's club is still survives, and it become a Taiwanese and Mandarin bilingual club.
It is so interesting.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. Yeah, so glad to have you here, and I hope that you will stay till the last moment, till the last minute with us. So our meeting is still the same. So later on, we'll have a tabletop session, we'll have an evaluation session. So all us still keep the same as the time that you join us.
Sounds nice.
Okay, great. And
Hansel to check in so he can join the game.
Oh yes, Hansel in the chat room.
Oh, I see.
Yep. Yeah, there's a link. So please check in, because at the end of the meeting, we will draw. We'll have a lottery drawing, and the winner will get the VIP voucher to the Beethoven. Exhibition, online exhibition.
Okay.
Okay. I hope that you will love it. Okay. So do we have a time for a break? Oh, no. I'm sorry. I talk too much. I'm sorry. And
maybe 1 minute?
Yes, maybe 2 minutes.
Okay.
2 minutes. Let's take a 2 minute break, so you can get a drink, or you can go to bathroom if you need, and let's come back at 8:13. Okay. So Hansel, what time is it over there?
It's 7:11 a.m.
7:11. Oh, okay. So it's 13 hours.
Yes, you're 13 hours ahead of me, so you can tell me what the day is going to be like, so I have an idea.
Okay, right now it's Tuesday here. We are in the and 8 o'clock at night on Tuesday. It's Tuesday night.
Okay.
So it's your Tuesday morning, right?
Yes, it's my Tuesday morning. That's right.
Okay. And are you holding a guitar? I think you are.
No, I'm trying to figure out how to get back into. I can hear you, but I can't. Okay. I lost the the videos of everybody. So I'm trying to figure out how to get back. I might have to. I submitted the questionnaire.
Oh, okay.
Let me. I'm going to maybe reconnect here.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay, now it's back. Yeah. Yeah, it's morning here, and the weather's very nice. The place that I live in America, the summertime is really pretty. So many people they live they have two homes. If they can afford to have two homes, they have a home here in the summertime in Wisconsin, and then in the wintertime they go to Florida and they'll have a home in Florida. So that's if they can afford two homes, because the weather here is it's not too hot in the summer. Right.
Oh, great.
A lot of places like Florida, Texas, the weather is too hot. It's very much like Taiwan.
Yeah. So Milwaukee has a very nice summer, right?
Yes,
but not in winter. In winter, I know it's very cold.
Horrible.
Very cold, horrible there.
Yes. Yeah.
So do you plan to come back to Taiwan to visit?
I want to, yes. I think I have some projects that I'm working on here in Milwaukee. So I'm trying to start a music school and a jazz club, and then there'll also be a cafe. It's a $1 million project, so it's pretty big. So it might take me. I've been working on it for 2 years, and maybe I need another 3 or 4 years before it's stable. And by then, my children will be in high school. So maybe if the business runs smoothly and I can get away from it, then I can maybe take my children to Taiwan, and we can do some fun things like yeah, we take some tours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Looking forward to meeting you in person in Taiwan.
Yeah, that would be very nice. Chinchi, are you still at in Jiayi?
No, in Tokyo University. No, actually the school closed.
Oh.
Yeah, Sof is still running the school, but not at Tokyo. Too bad.
That's interesting. Wow.
Very pity. What a pity. Yeah. So I come back to my family business. All right. Well, right. We're gonna start the following session. So essay, Sky.
Okay. Sorry. Wow. Okay. So now, okay, dear members and the humble guests, let's get ready and continue the following session of the meeting. Please join me in welcome the Toastmaster Ken Chuang.
Okay, thanks, guys. I think everyone enjoyed the meeting in the first section. So we will move on to our second section in the meeting. So right now we will move to a table topic session. So this session, just as I mentioned in the beginning, this session, it will train your quick response ability. That means the session master will give you a question. We'll have to respond in a few seconds. Okay, so today our session master, he's a very young boy, and she's not. I think she's not the new member in SYTC, but he's just like Sky and Candice. He's try his best to attend every meeting and learning a lot, and he has also his own business. Sometimes we will buy some quality goods from him. So let's welcome today's table topic session master, Dino Chen. Let's welcome Dino.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and I'm so glad to be tonight's table topic master. this session is just I will say some topic for everybody, and you may think about it, and before you say the answer. Okay. My first question is, what's your favorite board game? Why? What is your favorite board game? Why? It's a table game. Okay, who want to say this question? I can't
Coco raised the
see.
hand. Coco.
Oh, Coco. Okay, Coco.
It's me. I like to play mahjong very well. But so sad because the game, we have to have 4 players, so it's not easy for nowadays people in this situation. We cannot play together. We cannot get together. So even it's not during a pandemic, it's not a alert level 3. It's not easy to find 4 players. So even though I love play mahjong very much, however, I play less than 5 times a year. we even have a group, mahjong group. There are 20 or 30 members, players there. When someone say, is anyone want to play mahjong this weekend? We cannot have 4 players. So sad. So if I want to play mahjong, I have to play with computer. However, it's not interesting at all because I lose all the time. The computer is too smart and very fast. It's not interesting, and I cannot talk to the computer. Why do I didn't see the timer? Sorry, where is the timer? Am I over time? Okay, it's great. Why do I enjoy playing mahjong? Because we're not just playing. When we are playing, we are also talking, sharing about our life and our families. So that's a good game for everyone to kill time. I like play mahjong. Please invite me to play. Thank you, master.
No, I have no idea how to play mahjong. I've never played it.
But only you and me, we cannot play.
I can play. I can teach you, Glenn.
Okay, thank you, Sinny.
I like play mahjong too. Oh, okay. I like play mahjong too, and yeah, it's so hard to play now. And by the way, about singing, it's not really convenient. Yeah, to sing with friends, but can online. Yeah, so I'm so looking forward. Everyone can go out together. Okay. Question 2: are there any skills? Sorry. Are there any skills or interest you developed during the pandemic? Are there any skills or interests you developed during the pandemic? Okay. who can please raise your hand. Okay, everyone. Are there any skills or interests you developed during the pandemic? Okay, so and now I want to say this. Okay, let us change this question. The question 3. Has anyone registered or got vaccinated? Can you share your experience with us?
Okay, I can.
Okay.
Okay, because I'm a pharmacist, so I get vaccinated 1 month ago, and I get vaccinated of AZ. And although the news on TV tell us that there is a serious side effect on AZ, but I didn't think so. I get vaccinated, and after 8 hours, my arm start to ache. And after 10 hours, I started to have fever, and I take some medicines, but my body temperature was still higher than 38 degrees. So I keep take the medicines like 4 hours again. And after 1 day, I totally recover like a normal person. So if you didn't get vaccinated yet, just register for it and don't be afraid of it. It's okay. Okay. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Sinny. Okay. Does anyone want to say the same question?
Me.
Who? Okay.
Me.
Teresa. Please.
I have already registered, but because I heard somebody say that for the elders more than 60, better not to take AZ vaccine. So I chose Moderna. But then after I make the registration, I also heard that somebody is allergic to some test like 显影剂. I don't know how to say that. And unfortunately, I am the one allergic to that. So I dare not to take Moderna either. And then my colleagues recommended me to just choose both AZ and Moderna. Then I could have the chance to have the vaccine for AZ. But then when I want to go back to change my registration, it's too late. It's closed for me to change anything. So now I had to wait for the BNT, or when they inform me I should go to take the Moderna vaccine, then I have to decline because I'm afraid that I'm such a sensitive. My DNA is sensitive to something, and that is not suitable for Moderna. So then I think when they inform me to take that vaccine, I cannot do it. So the last chance is to wait for BNT. Is that BNT? Yes, BNT, right? But yes. Anyway, it's too late. So I just recommend everyone when it is the turn for you to register, just do it quickly and make your decision as soon as possible. Back to table topic master.
Okay, thank you, Teresa. And Glenn want to say this question too?
Yeah, I'll answer this question. I did not feel anything when I took AZ. I had absolutely no symptoms. So, and I've noticed that that's pretty uncommon. My wife had symptoms. She I guess she had like a fever for a day, or she felt a headache, or she was just really tired. But I did not feel anything. So I guess I lucked out.
You know, if you don't feel any symptom, it means you are old.
Okay.
Okay, and hope everyone can get a vaccine fast. Okay, the question 4. A service like Foodpanda and Uber Eats are quite popular. Do you have any unforgettable experience? Okay, who want to say this? Delivery service like Foodpanda or
Can you say the question
Uber
again?
Eats are quite delivery service like Foodpanda and Uber Eats are quite popular. Do you have any unforgettable experience? Please share to us. Does anyone have experience of that? Really, everybody okay.
I do not have experience to deliver service, but it's a different experience. If I go to ride a bicycle and go to the Tainan city, always I just stand by together in the traffic signal with the Foodpanda in the delivery service. So very curious, why this always the lots of people is using this Foodpanda service. I did not have a chance, even though how to using I don't know because I do not have any other offer. But I'm very friendly. I met so anytime when I went to the riding. So someone know how to use this offer at the time. Please let me know. I want to use the offer. Always I just cook by myself, and sometimes I just go to the cafeteria, order some meals, and sometimes driving my car and pick up some food. But until now, I do not have some experience to install and ordering. So today, I just use that this community experience, especially to ordering. It's in my case, I do not have a chance, but I wanted to use this offer in Taiwan. Thank you. Yeah, come back to the head topic master.
Okay, thank you. And so our time is up. So I thank you everybody, and back to Postmaster.
Okay, thanks for Dino to host this session and bring us this good question related to our current life. So because we are, it's a little we delay a little about the time on our schedule, so we need to speed up. Okay, so we will move to our fourth session, that is evaluation session. So as I mentioned before, I think this session is quite important because you can get some constructive suggestion from our evaluator. So today we will have our general evaluator. He's our founder of SYTC Club. He's also the kind of person. She always give us a strong support for the new member and always teach and always give us a good demonstration how to be a good evaluators. So okay, so let's welcome our today's general evaluator, David Trey. Let's welcome David.
Thank you, Ken. I'm very happy to be the general evaluator today. I would like to let everybody know that every evaluator, you got 2 to 3 minutes. So every evaluator will give the speaker some constructive suggestion. And the first evaluator is going to evaluate the Sky's speech. And we invite today the first evaluator. She is a very senior member and also a charter for a club and got a DTM. So definitely she is very qualified to be an evaluator. Let's welcome Teresa Liang, everybody.
Hi, good evening. It's my great honor and a pleasure to be the evaluator for Sky Zhen's speech. This is his level 1 second project, and the feedback and evaluation project, the first speech. The project purpose is for the member to present a speech on any topic and receive feedback and apply the feedback to a second speech. So this is the first speech for the feed and the evaluation. And he's going to use my feedback today for his next speech. And I would like to mention some strength that Sky has for his speech today. First, Sky chose a very interesting and mysterious topic, a magic triangle, which really aroused the audience's curiosity on what kind of magic triangle it would be. And especially when he mentioned this triangle is so important because it is related to everyone's life. And when something is relevant to everyone, and I believe we all pay more attention on it. And I also learned from Sky's definition about a triangle, ARC, affinity, reality, and communication. And that let me also think about an excerpt from Confucian's Analects, 论语, 三人行, 必有我师. That means when three are walking together, I am sure to find teachers around them. And in Sky's speech, there are some good usages of English, like he mentioned results in many times. He repeated many times. And like annoyed, or he also used defied us many times, and like more likely. These are very vivid used of English. And Sky has very good time management because Sky completed the speech in 5 minutes, 15 seconds. So this is a very good skill in managing the time. And there are some pronunciation that I think you may pay more attention and for your future improvement. Like you say reality, it's actually reality. And I heard the conflicts is not pronounced correctly, and instead. And I have some suggestion for you because it's very obvious that you look at your script most of the time. So I suggest that you have more eye contact, that you can look at the camera more often, so then audience know that you are not always reading the script. And because your topic is a triangle, so you mentioned about corner. So since the topic is triangle, so you can use angles instead of corners in your speech. There may be some different usage about angle and corner. Maybe Glenn can find some time to explain it to us. And I would also like to suggest that because most of the content of your speech is from the founder of a church of Scientology, you told me that, Lafayette Ronald Hubbard. And so it's better that you acknowledge the source of the content. So it's a kind of a courtesy to the originality. And there is one rule in Toastmasters speech, especially when you are given a contest, that you will reference should be less than 25% of your speech. So I'm so glad that because you mentioned your personal experience to this theory, the magic triangle. But next time I would suggest you to share more about your personal experience rather than taking most of the time in explaining the theory of Hubbard. Okay, then I think after you make these improvements, and I think your next speech will be much better. Back to GE.
Thank you, Teresa. Next evaluator is going to evaluate Candice Lin's speech. So we invite also a senior member. She is a charter member of SYTC, and she is a teacher. So we would like to learn from her about the evaluation. So please join me to welcome Camila Wu. Please. Camila. Please.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to be Candice evaluator. Candice is doing her level 1 speech. The project is evaluation and feedback for the second time. After she received the evaluator's evaluation and feedback for the first speech of this project, she needs to do some improvements in her second speech. First, I'm going to point out some strengths in Candice's speech for the second time. First, Candice, you upgrade yourself a lot. Compared to last speech you made, Candice does her speech quite well this time. Last time, she did it in English and then in Chinese. After listening to her evaluator's suggestion, obviously we can see Candice does it this time very well. And last time her speech is kind of a little bit too short, but this time she controls her time quite well. It's 5 minutes, 32 seconds. And in addition, her speech is more organized compared to her first speech. She even used some difficult words or sentence patterns. So we could see her progress. Second, Candice chose a good topic. You choose a very interesting and practical topic, which easily catch the audience attention, because nowadays lots of people are encountering this problem. And you provide some opinions from some researchers, which are very persuasive. As your evaluator, for your future improvements, I need to give some of my humble suggestions. First, since you are doing the project, evaluation and feedback, you only do your icebreaker. The audience may want to know something more about you. It will be easier for you if you tell some of your story or your friends' stories. Because your speech is kind of for the next research and present. And second, in your speech, you start with an introduction, and then in your body, you give three things that we should know about the stress. But then you just finish it without giving a conclusion. So it's kind of pity that if you could add something more, like you can start your speech you can finish your speech with a powerful and persuasive conclusion. For example, after we know 3 things we should know, we could try to make friends with stress. Then it could become an accelerator to our life, to upgrade our servers. So all in all, I think you did it you upgrade yourself a lot, you get improved a lot, and you choose a very good topic. But I would suggest you by telling some of your story or your friend's story, and if you could add a conclusion, and then you have more eye contact with your audience, you do more rehearsal and you have more eye contact with the audience, I think your speech will be better. All in all, I think you do it quite well. We are looking forward to your next speech. Back to General Evaluator David.
Thank you, Camila. Next, the third evaluator is going to evaluate Sinny Chuang's speech. We invite also a senior member. She is the president of SYTC, second round already. So please join me to welcome the third evaluator, Chin-Chi Lai, everybody.
Thank you, David. This is my third round. Okay. All right. Sinny, first, I want to say congratulations that you have presented very well prepared and well organized, very encouraging, very inspiring speech. And I want to say that you have completed your project, this project, very well and wonderfully. And so while you were presenting your speech, I couldn't just help nodding my head to agree with you. I really like your speech. First, you have a very good content. You kind of have a before and after. Before you become a volunteer and you share your volunteer story that you have seen, and after you become a volunteer and your thoughts, you kind of have become after others' experience and your experience. And also that in your content, you kind of reflect on your leader experience and try to give yourself advice and comments. You are a very humble leader. And second, that I really like the way that you presented your speech. You have very vivid body language, and your explanation, your utterance was very clear, and you act so naturally and so comfortably in front of the computer screen. You have the eye contact with the audience through the computer. I think that's amazing. And at the end of your speech, you engage your audience by encouraging them to give. You repeat it. You repeat the word, the point that you want to stress. To give, to encourage the audience, to encourage audience to give, to share. And that's very inspiring, and you engage the audience. My suggestion as an evaluator to you is that since in this project, from the manual description in this project, you should do the overall evaluation. Your team member will do it for you, and I know that you have done. You did do it. So, but I didn't see that you share your feedback from other team members. So I would suggest that maybe in your speech, that you can share with us what other what your team members have the feedback of your team members, so that we know that actually you have done a great job as a leader in the past year. In the past 1 year, you are a wonderful president, and your team members must give you a highly recognition. So why don't you share others' opinion with us, so that we know that it's not only from yourself, it's not only your thoughts, your opinion, your comments. You also provide us what others comments to you. But all in all, that you have presented a very wonderful speech, and you have encouraged us to give, and I hope that the audience will be inspired by your speech, and they are willing to become a leader as well. So thank you, Sinny, for encouraging us. And back to General Evaluator David.
Thank you, Chinchi. Now the following, I would like to invite our timer, although Steve already sent every speaker's record for the time report, but I still want him to give us some summary. Steve, please. Steve.
Okay. Tonight the poster is the prepared speech. The sky the time is the 5 minutes 7 seconds, and the second tennis the time is 5 minutes. No, that's wrong. Sorry, the sky is 5 minutes 50 seconds, and the tennis is the 5 minutes 32 seconds, and the Sinny time is 5 minutes 10 seconds. And the second, then table topic. I have table topic. The first is the Coco. It's 1 minute 30 seconds, and the second is the Sinny. It's 1 minute 45 seconds, and the third is the Teresa. It's 2 minutes, and number 4 is Liang. It's 5 minutes 50 seconds, and the evaluator, the Teresa is the 4 minutes 50 seconds. Camila is 4 minutes 30 seconds, and the Chinchi is 3 minutes 50 seconds. Back to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Steve. Next, Patrick, would you like to give us some report about the R record?
The speaker, first one is Sky. His R is 1, and Candice is 1, and Sinny, his R is 0. A fantastic speech. And table topic. Because I changed the place, so I didn't have table topic, but I passed it in the review, and the evaluator, Teresa R is 2, and Camila is 1, and Chinchilla R is 3. Okay, this is my report.
Thank you, Patrick. The following will be a grammarian. I would like to welcome back Grant, but you got only 5 minutes, please.
Oh, I'll do my best. Okay, can somebody please enable me to share my screen? Saying I can't share my screen.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now you can?
Okay, let's try. Perfect. Okay, so I just want to go over a few words that we were having some trouble with. This word is pronounced pianist, or pianist, or pianist. So there are actually 3 different pronunciations for that. Then we have developed and allergic, and the word evaluator. So in English, there are many words that can be shortened, but this is not one of them. Do not say evaluator. It is evaluator. Evaluator, good. So to confirm what Teresa was saying, actually the word corner is acceptable, but I had to look it up because I wasn't sure. You can also use the term angle, but corner is acceptable when talking about triangles. Okay, replacing L with R. Actually, we didn't do too bad after I mentioned it, so good job for you guys. Proper format for variations of the same word. There were quite a few of these. Attendance is a noun versus attending. I've already went over that. Conflicts versus conflicts. Listening. So this is a present progressive verb. It is not a noun. So please do not say thank you for your listening, because when you say 如果不是名词别说的字 so my, yours, his, hers, it's, theirs, their, our, ing. If you have ing at the end, that usually means it's a verb. So do not say you're speaking, you're sharing, because it's not a verb. It's not a noun. It's a verb. Let's see. Great and grateful. More happier. Just say happier. More happier is repetitive. You don't need to say that. It sounds funny. Research. So this is actually an interesting word. Somebody said a research shows. You should say a study shows. Or you could say the research shows. 只有这样我们已经知道人又是什么 what kind of research it is. App is what is on a phone. Apple is a fruit. So don't say I will look on the apple on my phone. An app, it is app. Let's see. Singular and plural agreement. Actually, we didn't do too bad today. Usually, I hear a lot of Chinese speakers make a lot of mistakes on this one. But she is a passionate people. She's a passionate person. Person 一个人, people 一些人. The members who has raised their hands, the member who have raised their hands. So just make sure we're using the right version of have. 3 seconds. Make sure because it's plural. 3 corners. Let's see. Possessive pronoun gender. I heard a mix of 8 times today. So let's try to improve that. If you're talking about a man, it's a he. If it's a girl, she. Okay, today's our third speaker is, so this, just keep in mind, we want to say today's third speaker or our third speaker is. Just so we just try not to mix that up too much. Let's go over some prepositions. I already did that one. Can anyone hear me? So versus can everyone hear me? So anyone is just 一个人听到吗? Versus can everyone? 大家听到吗? So both are grammatically correct. 语法很好。可是我觉得大家想说大家听得到吗? Let's see. Please share to us. Please share with us. Thanks to person's name to verb, please try to say 请说 thanks to blah 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 for blah blah blahing. There are some things you may pay attention. There are some things you may pay attention to. Okay, this one's pretty important because kind 有两个意思。第一个意思是什么样的东西？第二个意思是有点。所以说 it's kind of pity 的意思就是这是多样说不清楚啊，对不起，你们的英文比我的中文好啊，都知道啊，所以这是多么可惜it's kind of a pity 是有点可惜，我觉得这是这样的，我们想说话了。Present tense versus present progressive, not too bad. Please join me in welcome. Please join me in welcoming. Thank you to bring. We want to say thank you for bringing. Who want to say this question? It would the way you say this is who wants to answer this question? 谁想回答我的问题? Past tense. Let's see. Here are a few past tense verbs that I heard were not used correctly. To get is got. To make is made. To take is took. To do is did, and to be is was or were. Let's see, negatives, I didn't see too much, and question words, I didn't see anything. So good job, guys. We'll do a bit better next time, but it did a pretty good job. All right, back to the Toastmasters.
Thank you, Glenn. Due to the time limit, I would like to summarize today's meeting because online, we need more practice. It's not easy, but it's kind of advantage. Even though outside is raining, we don't need to hurry up to run home. So we have to get used to it. Probably this will for a long time, and a lot of technique we need to practice. That's why I want our timer, our counter to practice during this chance. But all in all, I hope everybody enjoyed today's meeting. Back to our Toastmaster, Ken, please.
Okay, thanks for David to host the evaluation session. You did a quite good job. Okay, everyone, I think it's about the end of the meeting. So overall, I think we run today's meetings quite smoothly. We learned a lot from our speaker. We also met some old friends, and well, we also have some presents in the end. We will have presents in the end. Okay, so it's deserved to attend today's meeting. Okay, so in the following, we will go in for an award presentation. Okay, so okay, I will announce it. So Gina, please help me to share the screen. Okay, so today our
1 second.
Okay,
I will share the screen. Okay, so can everyone see the certificates?
Yeah, we see the certificates. Okay, tonight our best table topic is let me see who. Sorry, our best table topic is it's Coco.
Yeah. Praise. Gina, praise again. Praise again. It was shown. Keep practicing. Press again. Click the key again.
Click. Oh,
yes.
I see.
Our
Let me
best
take picture.
topic is Pauline.
Okay.
Coco.
Yes. Hold on. Let me ping. Okay. And should I put myself in?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, let me put myself.
President
Okay,
of the
okay. Yes. Okay, Coco, 1, 2, 3. Okay, congratulations.
Okay, in the next, our tonight's best evaluator is Teresa Liang. Congratulations, Teresa.
Teresa, yeah, we should have Teresa. Let me find Teresa. Oh, I see her. Okay, Teresa. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Thanks. Okay, so tonight our best speaker is Sinny Chuang. Congratulations, Sinny.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. The certificate. Gina, the certificate. We haven't taken a picture yet. Please share the certificate again. Gina, do you have the certificate?
1 second.
Okay. Well, don't leave because I haven't drawn the lottery. I'm sorry that we spent too much time. I didn't have the time control. I spent too much time during the guests, during the intermission officer report. I'm sorry. Okay, so and
1
okay.
second.
要用播放的哦，播放。
Yeah, I know, but so many.
Okay.
Did you see? Everyone see the screen?
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. All right. Now take picture. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Gina, right now you can stop sharing.
Okay, thank you for Gina and the change support. Again, thank you everyone. It's very great. I am very glad to be a Toastmaster today, and I hope you all of you enjoyed today's meeting. Okay, right now I will take my control back to our president, Chinju.
Okay, Ken, thank you. So that before I close, before we end the meeting, I would like to keep my promise. Let's play the Wheel of Fortune and see who can get this guest voucher. And unfortunately, because of the time, I guess some guests leave our meeting, but I appreciate that most of you still stay with us. So now let's have 3 times of spin. Spin. The first time. And the second time, oh, okay. Teresa Lu. Teresa, congratulations.
Thank you.
And Teresa actually was the first one entering the room.
Yay.
Okay, so I will pass you this voucher.
Yeah.
So you can enjoy the online.
高级的鸟儿有虫吃。
Yes, definitely. Thank you. And thank you all our participants, and thank you for joining this meeting and giving us the best supports. I really appreciate your participation, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again in our next meeting. Actually, next meeting we're gonna have a joint meeting with the club from Division D. It's LMAX. LMAX is well known for their they say that they have a handsome member and a beautiful member. We're gonna prove to them that they are wrong. They are not the only one. We have much better quality than them. No, well, both of us are wonderful clubs, and so we're gonna have a joint meeting. Gonna be a very interesting one. So our next meeting will be on the first Tuesday night in August. So it will be on August 3rd. So and we will start the meeting since a lot of their members kind of get from work late. So we're gonna start meeting from 7:30. So you will have some more time to get dinner and get ready to join the joint meeting. Okay. So as the president, I call the meeting to adjourn.